Brant is going to start us off this hour. Hi, Brant. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. I appreciate it, and Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas. How can we help?
Well, my wife and I just kind of have a quick question here, hopefully, but I'll give you some numbers. We're 32, and we're kind of on baby step 6-ish. We live in two places because we work in two different places. One of our homes in our states is paid off, and it's worth about $380K. And then the other house that we have is worth about $950,000, and we owe about $540 on it. And then we also own a commercial building that my business operates out of. It's worth about $300,000, and we owe $170,000 on that. Our retirement account is at $260,000. So the kicker here is that we have a 2-year-old and a 4-month-old, and my wife makes about $220K a year, and she'd like to become a stay-at-home mom in, I don't know, about 18 months or so. So when she leaves her job, we'll probably sell one of our homes in one of those places. We haven't decided where yet. And then we'll probably go down to an income of about $40,000, maybe $45,000 a year.
What do you make now?
Yeah, like $45,000.
In a $300,000 commercial building?
Yeah, so basically I bootstrapped a business from like the ground up. And so because I'm essentially not there half of the year, it's that. I don't pay myself a whole bunch of money because I'm not there, just to make sure that I can keep employees kind of operating while I'm away.
So what are you doing when you're away?
Taking care of my kids.
So you're staying at home half the year?
Yeah.
She's in a different city.
Yeah, so we live together every time in each different city. So when she's working here in Austin, I'm here in Austin, but I'm taking care of the kids. When we go to Minnesota, that's when I work, but then she stays at home and takes care of the kids.
What does she do?
She's in academia. She's a professor.
Okay.
So that's kind of, so you know kind of what those income levels look like.
Okay, so we're going to combine households and land in one place. Which place are we going to land? Austin or Minnesota?
We don't know that yet.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I like your value system and where you're headed, because the way you're living life now is kind of cray-cray. And so I like, the direction you're moving with this, but I think your destination needs some refinement. Meaning, I don't know why she has to go from 225 to 0. There's a lot of options in academia that she could make, work just a few hours a week and make 50 to 100K if we line this up properly. And we're not going to accept your business, which absolutely sucks, as our final destination.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You two are high capacity people. Your goal should not be, we're going to live on $45,000.
Okay.
I think you can land better than that and still get the quality of life all in one city, and her being at home largely with the kids, if not completely with the kids. And that's a good baby step in between these two. But just to suddenly take a machete to this thing you've built is not a good plan.
Okay.
So I think you need a better plan on where you're going to land, and she needs an adjusted plan on where she's going to land, and that's going to put you guys well up over 100, and you've got a sustainable situation then that's not as bizarre as you originally outlined when you came on. Because, dude, you have to admit, what you're outlining is pretty bizarre.
Oh, yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
That's why we called.
Yeah.
What kind of business are you running?
So it's like a retail. It's a retail business. It does we do some training. We do some like physical fitness training, things like that, and then we have some products and random things like that. And I don't foresee that being our full-time business. It's just like right now, if we had a fallback, and because her family is there and that's where our families are,
Up in Minnesota.
Like, okay, we could operate. Yeah, it's like we could operate there for as long as we wanted.
Well, I wouldn't land there out of convenience. What I want you to do is have some intentionality about both of your careers and your location, and go, okay, then that will tell you how you can back into this and say, over the next 18, 24 months, whatever, we can make these 6 moves, 2 of them on her career, 2 of them on your career, 2 of them on the real estate decisions, and then that will put us in this other position that is a sustainable life then, with a standard rhythm to it. But I mean, I don't blame you for wanting to change the way that you guys are living now. It's kind of wild, and it's been, it's obviously run its course. It's time for you to do something different. So, but I think the fact that this season is over has led you all to just this extreme thing of nothing. We're going from 100 miles an hour to full stop. And I think you can go from 100 miles an hour down to 50 miles an hour between the two of you, income-wise. And by the time you're located and get the efficiency of being in one location, sell off a piece of real estate, open a business, don't open a business, expand the one you've got, take a different career field. I don't care.
And part of this is getting rid of some of this debt. And so the commercial debt, the personal debt, and the mortgage, the sooner you guys are completely debt-free in your personal life and your professional life, the easier it's going to be to make these kinds of financial decisions.
Yeah, that's going to put you in the right direction. But the beautiful part about both of your skill sets is they can be scaled up or down. They don't have to go 0 or 100 miles an hour. You don't have to be all or nothing. And so higher ed is, like a lot of things, is being impacted by the digital world and is morphing. And so she's just got other choices that she can look at now.
Teach a few classes online.
Doesn't have to be 0.
Scale it down.
Yeah, the amount of mentoring and tutoring, all kinds of different things. I don't know exactly what she's doing in academia, but there's just a lot of options in that world right now because they don't have a lot of choices. They're going to have to provide options.